between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, and then they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In motion right is Jones. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And the wideout in motion. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now! Leopard! Leopard!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And his first carry, he loses the football. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Ryan. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
On first down, Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down, It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Freeman again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. In motion is Austin Hooper. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Slot man moves right. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, watch him now, Barney.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now let's go. Over. Back down, Philly.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. All right, now, look at 56.
On first and goal, Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First and 10, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. from the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Leopard, back that up, set, blue, Leopard.
Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And never mind, Larry, these two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Leopard, Leopard, gun, let's go. No, check, Patriot.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this one's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Leopard! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Third and long. It's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Touchdown, Chicago! Jeremy Langford, 81 yards, and the Bears will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jarrell Freeman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan. And some room to work. Ryan hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Howard on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On second down, Ryan steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ryan now to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it first and 10.
Switch. Back 25. Hey, Mike 50.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Ryan. It's brought in by Floyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Ryan will throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Here we go.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Okay, well, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Okay, man, you got the
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 39 on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. On the give, running right is Howard. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field, and the Eagles have taken a lead late in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Chicago, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.